So you've built an impressive social media, I'll say LinkedIn presence. You also do some really cool, quirky, fun video content. What would be one or two, based on your lived experience, advice that you would give to people on how to build an audience on, let's say, LinkedIn and what you've already done?
I like this question because I just answered this earlier today from someone in my DM. So I got an answer. One is tonality. I think there is this trend happening right now where everybody's trying to be Elon Musk in their tone, meaning like, you got it wrong, and this is dead, and this is absolute. And it's like, bro, you ain't Elon Musk, all right? You can get away with doing that stuff. We ain't him. And so I think tonality-wise, if you go back and look at all of my posts, and I try my hardest, I'm sure I screw up from time to time, what you'll notice is when I'm talking about problems, I'm never pointing a finger. I'm never like, you're writing emails wrong. You're doing sales wrong. You aren't doing, because it's so accusatory. And think about why people are there on social media to begin with. It's often to learn. It's not to be like barked at. And so one of the like really specific tips I give people is if you're going to point out a problem, a flaw, use we, I language. Don't use you language because it removes this, which is awkward, right? So that's number one. Number two is so many people just feel pressure to like, okay, I've got to post every day. No, you don't. You, in retrospect, I could have grown faster had I just been smarter about commenting in places where I knew my buyers were going to learn. So like, I know a lot of sales leaders love Josh Braun. If I was dropping insightful comments on Josh Braun's stuff, probably would have been way better than me like scratching out posts every single day for the first 2 years. So that's number two. And then number three, again, something I wish I would have been better at sooner. I think sometimes we feel like we have to act like this like massive professional, like I'm a, wise Yoda on LinkedIn, but it's a social media platform. Like people go there as much to learn as they do to be entertained. And so if you can laugh at a problem in a way that's not laughing at the person, do that. If you can make a joke about it, like do that. Those are the comments I leave that always get the most traction because I think it separates you from everybody else out there who's just like, well, my opinion is this. So just be it's cheesy as it sounds, I think just like be yourself.
I think because what we are also this could be something that you're already aware of, is that when somebody sees this, they're already imagining what this person would be like to work with.
Yes. Yes. It is a movie trailer to the experience of what it's like to be on a call. If I see someone commenting and they're like, great point, like our solution is the number one, I'm like, oh my gosh, this person is going to pitch me to death if I speak with them. If I see someone who's like having a good time, like you did this with me. You sent me an email with like making fun of, or making like laughing with me at a post I wrote about like sales and dating. And it stood out because I'm like, one, you didn't say I was reading your post. You said something that told me without saying it, you were actually watching. And I'm like, okay, this person gives a shit. They care. And then that like earns the trust. And so I want to talk to people that are fun, they're smart, they're engaging. I don't want to talk to a pitch deck. And I don't think many people do.